Hi, this is Lisa, and I wanted to talk to you today about healthy living. You know, what is healthy living? Why live a healthy living lifestyle? And I wanted to talk about that today because I feel very passionate about it. 2 years ago, I was well over 200 pounds, and it took me almost 2 years to get to a healthy weight. So I wanted to talk to you and explain to you why those things are important. Why is it important to get to a healthy weight and to have a healthy lifestyle? First thing I want to talk about is, what is a healthy lifestyle? Well, physically, we know we need to eat good nutritional food. We know we need to be at an appropriate weight. We need to have decent exercise. We need to have good rest and proper stress management. Those things are always going to be important. Emotionally, we need to have positive reinforcement. We need to have positive thoughts about ourselves. We need to give those positive thoughts also to our friends and our spouses and our family. So we have to take all that into consideration. Now, why is it so important that we want to live a healthy lifestyle? Well, first off, let's talk about the financial ramifications of being obese. The insurance cost, I know with the company I work for and our insurance, it costs us 20% more if you're a smoker. That's it, 20% right off the bat. It doesn't matter if you smoke 1 cigarette a month or if you smoke 3 packs a day, it costs you 20% more. And insurances look at your overall health as far as your weight and your smoking and some of your other medical issues. So it will really impact your medical cost and your insurance. Your medical costs could go up mainly because when you've got so much weight on you, it hurts your knees, it hurts your hips, your back. So you end up having to have physical therapy. You end up having to go to the doctor and have hip replacement, knee replacement. And no matter how good your insurance is, it's going to cost you a lot of money. And so that's another cost. The other thing is all the diseases that come along with being overweight. I didn't realize being overweight would affect so many things. Some of the diseases, after my research, when I went to the cancer org chart and looked at it, it shows that they have diabetes, sleep apnea, heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. That's just a few. Now, when I was severely overweight, I had sleep apnea, acute sleep apnea. I couldn't go anywhere without my machine. I couldn't fly anywhere. I couldn't stay all night at my friend's house, anything. I had to have my machine at all times. But I've lost this weight and got down to close to my normal, what should be my normal weight. I don't have sleep apnea. I don't have to use that machine. That's a cost I don't have. I don't have to put that down on insurance. And it just makes me feel very happy to feel that I'm healthy enough to not have to have that machine. I really didn't like doing it. It was cumbersome. Even though I felt so much better using it, I didn't like having to use it. So another thing to think about is weight. If you have a healthy lifestyle, you want to get your weight to a moderate amount of weight. I pulled this chart here that's going to show you, like, I'm 5'4", and it shows I should weigh under the 145 pounds. Well, I'm very close to that, let's say. But let's know for sure I was over in the obese category a couple years ago. But you weigh 174 at 5'10", and you're overweight. But if you weigh 174 at 5'4", you're obese. What a difference that can make. So know your height. And so you've got to understand how important that number is on your weight. And the other thing is a BMI. Your BMI is measured using different types of calculators, but you can find them online anywhere. I found this calculator. I'm 5'4", and yes, I weigh 150 pounds, sorry to say. It shows my BMI is 25.7. Now, normally a good average is 25 if you're a very healthy person. Now, my work went with 28. When I got my BMI under 28, my work gave me a check for $200 for saying thank you for being healthy, because it costs the company less money because they're self-insured. And so for their appreciation, they just wrote me a check. And so every person in our company that is obese and loses weight and gets down to a healthy weight and a healthy BMI gets a $200 check. Once in a lifetime, but let me tell you, I spent that money fast. So you need to know these are numbers you need to know: your weight, your height, and your BMI. And we want to talk talk about exercise, and everyone hates exercising, and I totally get that, believe me. When I was going through my weight loss, I really did not want to exercise. So what I did was I joined Weight Watchers. And by doing that, I ended up, it helped me, it tracked my exercise and it tracked my food intake. I could scan it, I could scan packages, everything. But every person has to find what works for them to figure out what's going to work for exercising. I didn't want to go to the gym and do all that. What I did was I went walking. And I walked, and I walked, and I walked. My average day was 10,000 steps a day. I don't sit in an office and on my butt at a chair all day, every day. I absolutely get no exercise. Now, I set a buzzer on my watch once an hour where I get up and take a 10-minute stroll. Because it's so important that I make sure I can get some exercise in there. And even though I've gotten close to my weight, I still want to lose some more weight and get healthier. But what I'm doing, I kind of slacked off. Now I'm getting back into it. I'm walking. I'm making sure I get my 10,000. They say if you have a sedentary lifestyle and you can start with 5,000 to 6,000 steps a day, that's great. You've got to figure out where you are. You've got to measure. Do I do any walking? And even if you don't have a Fitbit, which is a wonderful thing to have, it can track your walking and you don't have to do anything. Just have it on. And then you don't have to measure or worry about anything. But if you don't, you know how much you sit in a day. Consciously make an effort to get up and go for a walk, go for a stroll somewhere. Just once an hour, get up and do something to try to make sure you're moving. Doctors say with exercise, you should go 30 to 60 minutes a day, 5 days a week. And I know if you don't feel like you're in very good health and you don't have a lot of energy, first thing I would start out doing would be 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at lunch, and 10 minutes when you get off work. That gets you 30 minutes every day. And you got to start with that. You got to start with where you feel comfortable. You can't push yourself to a point where you are going to hurt in 2 days because you push yourself too hard. So you've got to do what is comfortable for you. So I want to make sure that everybody understands that if you're walking and exercising, they're the same thing. People had asked me, do you exercise? No, but walking is exercise. It's moving, it's using your muscles. Another good exercise is swimming. Get in that pool because it won't hurt your joints, and especially if you're severely overweight. It won't hurt your knees and your hips and your feet nearly so much if you're in that water because you're more buoyant. Swimming is a wonderful form of exercise. We have an indoor pool where we live, and that's great for us to be able to get out and exercise even in the wintertime. Because I don't like to be cold, I don't like to walk in the cold, so we use the pool. But I just like you to think about, even if you're at home doing your household chores, just move a little faster, move a little more. If you have a sedentary job, sit around, instead of sitting there all day, try to get up and move. And you know, we don't like to measure what we've done. Like, we don't want to measure our food, we don't want to take points, we don't want to do all that. But if you don't measure, you can't just find out, you got to know where you are. Are you eating too much, too many calories? So you need to measure your calories or your points. You need to look at your portion controls and see what you're eating. So you need to know by measuring, no matter whether you measure it by looking at the palm of your hand or you put it on a scale. You've got to find a way to measure where you are right now so you know what you need to do to come down from there. You know, the best thing to do at this point is if you feel that you are not maybe healthy, you need to go to a doctor, check your doctor and say, what's my weight? What is my BMI? What should I be eating? You know, I know a lot of numbers out there saying if you're trying to lose weight, a 1,200 calorie diet. But you know, you need to check with your doctor because every person is different. Everybody has health issues, so you need to take those into consideration. The final thing I'd like to talk today about is if you want to know, am I healthy? I have a wellness quiz. It says, do you wake up with enthusiasm for your day ahead? Do you have high energy? You need to do what you want to do. Do you laugh easily, often, especially at yourself? Do you confidently find solutions for challenges in your life? And do you feel valued and appreciated? Do you appreciate others and let them know it? That's really important. If you tell them, they're going to let you know too. Do you have a circle of warm, caring friends? And do the choices you make every day get you what you want? All these things are going to help you. If you have more yeses and no, you've got a healthier lifestyle than not. But if you have a lot of no's on here, That's when you need to talk to a doctor. You need to stop, take stock of your life, see where you are, check your weight, check your BMIs, check what you're eating, check your nutrition, get all that figured out, and try to live your healthy life, because I'm telling you, it has made such an impact on me. I can now go places, do things. If I want to do a 5K, which I've done now, I was so excited for my age group. I got points for my job for our corporate challenge. I was very excited about that. Very proud of myself. So please take all this into consideration and read all these questions and think about them for yourself and apply them to your life and see where you are. Thank you. Bye.